Hello my friends, welcome to my channel where I make Affinity fun and easy to learn. In this video, I'll be showing you how I was able to create this flyer inside of Affinity, right, with simple steps. If you've not gotten your Smart Designer Pro asset, this asset is power-packed with templates, images, backgrounds, high quality, top-notch, and 3D effects that you can use for your compositions and your flyers. If you've not gotten this, click the link in the description of this video to get yours. And lastly, if you've not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any videos I'll be dropping in time from now. Without having to say much, let's get started. So the first thing I'd like to do is go to File and click on New like this. I'm going to be using a 4x5 inches, 300 resolution, and everything stays the same. Alright, so I'm going to create document like this. So the first thing I like to do here is I'll go over to my rectangle tool and I'll draw a rectangle. Right? So I'm just dragging and dropping like this. You don't need to extend this too much. Not as if it means I'm just gonna put it here. So this is my rectangle to start. And the color I'm going to use is a red. So I'm going to drag this here. Right? So this is the darker shade of red I'm going to use. So now that I have this, I'm going to bring in the first image here. The link to get this resource file so you can practice along is in the description of this video. Right? So click the link that takes you to where to download these images. So now I'm going to expand this and to cover my whole document like this. And I'm going to switch over to my Pixel Studio immediately. And I'm going to click on the mask like this. Clicking on this, I'm going to select the brush, and yes, this is the brush. And I'm going to get rid of the edges. So use my settings. This is the settings of my brush. So I'm going to make it smaller and of course get rid of these edges, not entirely, but then I don't want it to be too sharp. So make sure you are not getting close to the circle, because that's the most important thing here. So I'm just going around it like this, as you can see. Make sure you're doing a perfect job. So this background, I want to use my eyedropper tool. Most of you, what you do is you click on this, you want to use eyedropper. That's not how to use the eyedropper tool here. You drag it like this, you drag the pen, and of course you select the color you want to select, and voila, easy and straightforward. Right? Easy and straightforward. So the next thing I want to do is go over to this image here. This is my first image. I'm just going to drag here and place entire here like this. And I'm going to make it smaller. Right? And I'm going to flip this. She's looking this way. Right? And another thing I want to do is click on the remove background. Right? So you can also do this manually, right? But I'm just going to make things fast. That's why I'm using the AI features inside of Affinity. So I have this here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mask this, right, to conceal the hard edges around her. So I'm switching to the Pixel Studio and I'm going to use my brush. And of course, you can see I am just going to conceal this. My foreground color is set to black. Right, so conceal the edges like this and we're good to go. So click on develop like this, and a few changes we want to add to this, like increasing the contrasts and the clarity, also very important. And of course, let's add details to this. So increase the radius and the amount of the radius to make this image pop. So this is the fastest way to make your images pop inside of Affinity Studio. So yeah, as you can see, it's been done. So I'm just going to go on and do the same thing I'm going to bring in the next image. Everything I have done to the first image, I'm going to do to this image. Like removing the background and all of that. Like I said, you can get this kind of images inside of your Smart Designer Premium assets. So right, that asset is power packed, so you don't want to miss it. Get it. The link is in the description of this video, right? You have hundreds of stock images inside that you can use for your composition. So click on develop here like this, and I'm going to click on this. I'm going to refine the detail, and you can see automatically it makes the image pop exactly the way I want it, and we're good. Click on develop like this. Move this up here like this, and I'm going to bring in the image of DJ Santa, who is the star of the show, right? So I'm going to resize it like this, and then of course I'm going to drag it to the top, this, while I make it bigger again. So I'm going to have him here, and then increase just a little bit, and select the mask. Of course, select the brush and conceal these areas like this. Easy peasy. Okay, so done that, let's move on. Let's make some adjustments to this. I'm going to select this and make a duplicate copy of it to make the lights pop more. And I'm going to move it upward like this, selecting everything except the background. This time I'm going to select only the light, and I'm going to make it slightly bigger. And I'm good with this. So let's move on with this, shall we? So I'm just going to go over to where I have my next element, which is this. And I'm going to change this here. Before I change this, make it smaller, right? So for flyers like this, I always want to have a light effect. It makes the whole composition top notch. So I'm going to make this red. Of course, copy my settings. I'm going to drag this on top of the image so it doesn't affect every other thing. And I'm going to change the blend mode to screen like this, so I can have my light effect here. Of course, somewhere here too, but with this one, hold down shift, take this inside to make the lights like this. Right? It doesn't have to be too big. Hold down shift again and rotate this, and put it in place like this. Then I can go on to add the light to several other places. I can just toggle with the opacity so that it's not too much and all of that. And somewhere around here too. And also here too. Good. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let's move on with the other things we need to do in this design. Go to the topmost layer and go to your text tool, select your text tool, and I'm going to type this. The first word I'm going to type here is rave. So immediately I'm going to change the color to white, and I'm also going to change the font that I use. So under my favorites, so you can always have favorites tab, just click on the love sign, and of course that font becomes your favorite font. It's added to the favorite category, just like you see that I have so many other fonts there. So I can easily go to my favorite font and use what I want to use instead of navigating through thousands of fonts that I might have on my PC or my system, right? So it comes in handy and it makes my work faster. So with this one, it's going to be Christmas. I'm going to type Christmas here. Easy peasy. And I'm going to flip back to my Vector Studio, and I'm going to increase this to 2000, right? And of course, reduce the size here to fit the frame of the rave. So Christmas rave, like this. Move it downward, and I can decide to change. Yes, make it more bold. So it's going to be Christmas rave like this, and Ctrl J to duplicate this, select this, and make this red. You want to make this red, right? Select the red color. This is the red. And what you want to do after this time is, with that one still selected, go to light filter, Gaussian blur, and increase the radius to have this nice light effect behind the white text, right? So you can select all of this and move them upward like this to have something like this. So I'm going next, and I'm going to select this guy here. Or before then, let me finish up with my text, everything about the text. I'm going to bring this in, right? So I'm going to bring this in and make it fit the frame of this. This is not the actual text, especially the dates for this event. So you can, when you're designing, make sure you come up with your text and all of this, right? So I'm just going to have this here, and of course the name of the club. I'm going to extend this a little bit, and I have this here. I'm going over to my source file and bringing in the last thing inside of this composition, which is this. When you bring this in, it's going to be bigger, so you can zoom out and make it smaller by dragging inside like this. And making it bigger like this works. And of course, I'm going to go to light filter, Gaussian blur, and I'm going to increase the radius like this, and click out, duplicate this. I'm going to have this here, and just like that, our flyer is ready and good to go, right? So you can see that it's pretty much easy to come up with something like this inside of Affinity Studio compared to some other tools that you might have used before, right? So I'm just going to move this up here, and I am good to go. So this is ready for print or social media. Alright guys, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you don't click away without giving me a thumbs up, and like this video, share this video, and overall don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.